I appreciate, as a whiskey wife, that I appreciate about Treaty Oak is that they have a phenomenal selection of cocktails. So
I just inhaled some cinnamon. Oh God.
Hey everybody, it's Josh, Cast Strength here at Treaty Oak Distillery in Austin, Texas. They had some really cool special releases today, so of course we had to come out here and check it out. Picked up two things. First is this red-handed bourbon whiskey. This is a sourced whiskey. Comes from, I believe, from Virginia and Kentucky. It's a blend, you know, their proprietary house blend. This one is actually 13 years old, which is older than the distillery here itself. The next thing we got is an authentic grain-to-glass Texas whiskey. It's their Ghost Hill. Now, the Ghost Hill is a bourbon they normally sell in stores, but there's also a special edition out today where they substituted the normal corn in their mash bill for Texas-grown Bloody Butcher corn. This bourbon, believe it or not, if you look at the color there, it's only a year old. It does taste a little young. We were talking to the guy in the tasting room earlier. He said they really wanted to showcase the character of that unique Bloody Butcher corn, and I think they really did that, so had to pick up a bottle of that. They also had some of the Ghost Hill that was finished in Madeira barrels, but unfortunately here in Texas, one person can only buy 2 bottles from the distillery every 30 days, so had to pick my favorites. Cheers. Ah! I'm spilling everywhere. What do we got here?
we are at Treaty Oak right now, in one of my favorite places on the property. It's they're one of their restaurant, and they also have some amazing cocktails.
The Ghost Hill restaurant?
Yes. And we are trying their horchata with bourbon in it. It's one of my favorite drinks. Every time we come here in the fall, I make sure to get this. It's basically horchata, and you can tell the people what horchata is.
Horchata is like it's like a rice. So there's like rice and almonds and things in it. I don't know. It's like a sweet, creamy, but not quite like it's not quite like milk, right? Yeah. It's a Mexican drink that's fucking delicious. Basically.
And then you put Treaty Oak bourbon into it, so
just
you
to
can't
take
go
it up
wrong,
to the next
right?
level. Yeah. So first time trying this with bourbon for me.
That's so good. You know what bourbon they use in this? Is it the
I'm pretty sure this is the red-handed, which is their sourced bourbon. Which, what's awesome about Treaty Oak, we were just talking to the guys up in the tasting room up there. They make on-site bourbon here, their Ghost Hill series, but they also source bourbon, and they are even more transparent about the sourcing than they actually have to be. Their labels are very, very clear that this is not made in Texas, it's sourced from elsewhere. It's just some bourbons that they like the flavor profile of, which is very, very cool. I appreciate all the honesty and transparency on that.
I believe that horchata is a seasonal cocktail But you can come out here anytime, and there's always something for us to drink. They have amazing drink. They have gin. What else? They've got some rum that they do out here.
They
as
have
well.
3 different gins actually.
Yeah, we tried one.
They have their regular kind of normal clear gin. They also have a Waterloo Antique, which is a barrel-aged gin. Very cool, delicious stuff. I actually like the Waterloo Antique even before I got into whiskey. And then they have a new one. It's the Yapan gin.
So good.
It's not a liqueur. It's much higher proof than that. It's regular. It's like 90 proof is what it was.
Juniper in it, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's got the regular
in the Midwest.
It's got the regular juniper, but the Yapan holly the guy was telling us it's basically a weed that most people are trying to eradicate and get rid of. They discovered it has nice aromatic qualities that pair well with a gin. And then they also infuse some local honey into it.
Wildflower honey.
Yeah, wildflower honey.
Texas thing. It's amazing.
It's really delicious. So, still feeling that cinnamon from a minute ago. I was trying. It's so delicious. I was trying to drink it too fast, I think.
So
I just inhaled some cinnamon. Oh God.
Cheers.
Cheers. I love horchata, actually. I have fond memories of horchata.
From when you lived in Mexico?
Yeah.
Do you have a cheese plate, a cured meat plate?
Oh
Yes,
yes,
sir.
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Is there anything else? Oh my God.
Oh no, you're good, man. You're good.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're all right.
Anything else?
No, we're good, man. Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Enjoy.
Thank you.